Hi guys, it's Kath here. I just thought I'd bring you an update. Lots and lots have happened. Let's see. My weight stayed, no, it didn't. It went up a kilo this week, but I got my first cycle in over 6 years. So obviously, because I've lost weight and whatever my cycle has started back again. I was supposed to go to the gynecologist on Tuesday, but I couldn't. Sorry, Monday. Today's Wednesday, maybe the 9th of September 2015. So yeah, I was supposed to go to the gynecologist on Monday, but I put it off because I couldn't afford it. Excuse me. Yeah, so I don't need to go anyway. I did have a pelvic ultrasound, which just showed I had a fibroid, which I knew about, and a cyst on my ovary, which I did not know about, but, having polycystic ovary syndrome, I assumed. So no tumours or anything like that, which was a big relief. I really was starting to think there was something wrong. Okay, so where do I go? Well, a couple of weeks ago, I told you that some of my friends that live in my computer were coming from South Australia to Sydney and wanted to meet up with me, and I was extremely anxious. Well, as it worked out, my son wanted to play golf with Ross and his brother on that Saturday, and I felt that that was important, and so I told Ross to do that, and I was going to cancel on my computer friends. I was extremely anxious and had no confidence at all, but I got Jovi and Brighton, the two young ones, and took them with me, and I went by myself, and I met them, and I had a lovely time. I stayed a lot longer than I had planned to, because I'd planned just to sort of go and say hi and bye and, that kind of thing, but I had a lovely time. The kids were pretty well behaved, so that was good until the iced chocolate that I brought Jovi and Brighton was made from real chocolate, which, Jovi, like me, has lived on. But it hit her bloodstream and she was hyper. Oh my goodness. She was talking a million miles an hour, and she went from this shy little flower who just sat next to me to, excuse me, to, the life of the party. So I did it. I met them. I did not die. I thought I was going to die, but I didn't. My boys, when golfing with their dad, they're like, what's mum doing, and rah, rah, rah. And he said she's gone to meet some friends from the internet, and the boys are like, they could be ex-murderers, and how do you know they're not going to kill mum? And oh my goodness, anyone would think they were girls. Crikey. But at least they love their mum, I suppose. Yeah. So that's how that went. I forgot to update you all last week, so I thought I'd just let you know how that went. Okay, the other big thing that's happened is yesterday I did the one thing I never, ever, ever thought I'd do. I swore I would never, ever do it. And I went and I saw a psychiatrist. Basically, I went and saw the psychiatrist because I am on such a large dose of antidepressant. that my GP doesn't feel comfortable writing my scripts. So she went to a seminar, I can't say that word for the life of me, a conference. And at the end of it, she spoke to the psychiatrist and she told him my history, and he said that dose is a very high dose. She needs to see a psychiatrist. So I went and I did it, and when I was trying to find the doctor's rooms, I ended up in the mental hospital, and they were like, no, 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 you go outside down the stairs, rah, rah, rah. I thought, oh, that's all I need, because I have two huge fears. One is that they will lock me up, like put me in a hospital, and I won't be with my kids. And the other thing is that they will think I'm not a good parent and they will take my kids. So here I am in this mental hospital, and I'm, one of my fears. So I found the doctor. I went to the doctor, and what does he do? Ross is with me because Ross is my security blanket. He comes everywhere with me. And he says, hi, I'm Dr. blah, blah. And I said, oh, hi, I'm Kathy. This is my husband, Ross. It's nice to meet you. Ross, sit over there. Kathy, come with me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You don't know how this works. He comes with me. No, we don't get separated. And he said, no, you're coming with me. And so I started getting really panic attacks and anxious, and you can tell I still am now. And we get in the room. He goes, sit in the corner there. I'm like, okay. And then he said, I want to know a bit about you. And he goes, don't worry, I don't bite. And I'm like, well, you don't understand. Ross comes everywhere with me. He goes, I'll bring him back. He goes, I'll bring him in. He goes, I just need to talk to you. And I'm like, but he deals all my medication, because when 17 years ago, when Leighton was a baby, I was going to, it's a long story, but I was going to commit suicide, and the only way they wouldn't put me in a hospital was if Ross took time off work and looked after me for 3 weeks until the medication got into my system, and they knew that I would be safe. And so ever since then, he has just dealt me my medication. And with the depression and that, I don't have a very good memory, which the doctor says is one of the side effects of the antidepressant, and he's going to fix it. But anyway, so I'm like, he comes with me. You can't just leave me here. And he's like, no, it's okay. Well, 20 minutes later, he's going, now, I can see you're starting to relax. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And he goes, do you have top cover with your health insurance? And I'm like, I don't know. I told you Ross needs to be. He's like, all right. He goes, I just need to ask. I'm like, okay. Anyway, we talk, and, he gets my history or whatever. And he goes, well, I'm really sorry I had to leave Ross out there. He goes, but sometimes the relationship isn't very good, he said, and I have to make sure that you're safe. And that I'm happy for Ross to come in and hear me. I'm like, yeah, I know all that, because they do it with all the pregnancies as well. It's just so annoying. I bring him, and yeah. And so anyway, he let Ross back in, and he was talking about the antidepressants and the Lyrica that I'm on for my neuropathic pain. Gee, this is getting long. Sorry. He said that the antidepressants that I'm on, like most antidepressants, will cause weight gain, and the Lyrica that I'm on will cause weight gain. The sleeve will make me lose weight. The medication will make me gain weight. So they cancel each other out, and I just stabilise my weight, which is what has happened since March. So it was good to know that there was a